Mr. Saleh, are you saying that you can see a time in the foreseeable future where it would be right to open up peace talks with the Taliban? What conditions on the ground do you need to see before your part of the country believes that they could have success?
This is a very good question, and it's a fundamental matter. Just to quote three speakers who spoke before me, because without quoting them, sometimes I will be accused of carrying my Northern Alliance sentiment for the rest of my life. And so my literature is from 90s or 80s. I want to quote these three gentlemen. Three of them said, Lashkar-e-Taiba is a creature of Pakistani military establishment. ISI was involved in Mumbai bombing. Lashkar-e-Taiba is working with Al-Qaeda. Ilyas Kashmiri is now becoming a very important operative or master of operations for Al-Qaeda. So we talk about all these proxies, but not the master of proxies, which is the Pakistan Army. The question is, what does Pakistan Army want to achieve? By saying to Washington, we are victims, going back to the Rawalpindi being the masters of all these proxy operations. They want to gain influence in the region. Now, they may tell you, look at the suffering of our people. Their people do suffer in tribal areas, in the expendable part of Pakistan. You continue to hear the news about suffering of people in tribal areas. The establishment is not shocked. But one bomb blast in Rawalpindi or in an inner cities of Pakistan, that's what they take very serious. So Pakistan believes that by promoting these proxy groups, even if there is a leakage, even if there is a spillover, it will be like fire in the servants' quarter. It will not burn the main palace. That is their theory. And for them, tribal areas is like the servants' quarter, even if it continues to burn forever. Now, what we don't see clearly is a U.S. strategy, a consistent policy towards the fundamental issue, Pakistan. It's a country which, despite your protest, despite the threat of sanctions, and despite a one-time sanction, they did the proliferation. It's a country which promised to you, trust us, believe us, 9/11 has changed us. I was with them yesterday in Muscat. They said, we have not changed. We are the same Pakistan. But you believed in them. Now, United States believes that by giving more money, more resources to Pakistan, you can convert their behavior from bad to good. But it is rewarding bad behavior which keeps them to continue to have that bad behavior. Now, I say, let us start negotiations today. Have we changed some of the very basics for which NATO went to Afghanistan? If not, so you sit with the enemy around the negotiations table. We are demanding them of what? They are not under pressure. Who are under pressure? The US military in the Afghan villages. They go and they kill the outer circle of the Taliban, the middle circle of the Taliban, but not the inner circle of the Taliban. The outer circle are the opportunists. The middle circle, all those commanders who go to Pakistan, receive training, receive resources, come back, and they lead these small groups. The inner circle is so well protected that a grocer can claim to be one of them and start negotiations. That is where we need to put pressure. put pressure on the inner circle, on the leadership, so they see the heat and come to talks and to terms. Now, demographically, in the next 20, 30 years, Afghanistan will be around 70, 80 million people, and Pakistan will be over 300 million people. They are stagnating in energy production, they are stagnating in education, they are stagnating in governance, they are stagnating in economy. Now, for them creating these proxy groups and create a literature of religious war and keep sending them to Afghanistan either to promote your agenda or get killed there, in either case, it's a win-win situation for Pakistan.